Hello, Junior Rangers. My name is Laurel, and I am an interpretive park aide here at Crystal Coast State Park. And going along with our theme this week of animal evidence, we're going to talk about something kind of smelly. Can you guess what that is? Animal scat. Scat is another name for fecal matter left by animals, or as you commonly call it, poop. So what we're going to do today in our little craft corner here is a little craft that you might be able to do at home. We're going to make some scat using some items. If you have, say, a Play-Doh or a homemade clay. Here today, we're going to be using Model Magic and just some simple tools as in markers. The animals we're going to talk about today are three different type of eaters that we have here at the park. We have, as you probably all know, our herbivores, which eat just plant material, and then we have our carnivores that are our meat eaters, and we have omnivores that eat both plant and meat. So you can look around your house and kind of think of things that you would eat if you were an herbivore or possibly a carnivore, and what might be left over in your scat. Okay, Junior Rangers, now we're going to get to making our craft. And I wanted to start by showing you some examples here, courtesy of Irvine Ranch Conservancy. So you can see here we have some ornaments. So you can choose to finish your scat project and hang it by a piece of ribbon. We've used here today some very simple paper clips, string around the house, but ultimately we're going to have some examples. So that's kind of what we have in mind. What I want to talk to you about now is the different types of animals they have and what makes their scat unique. So first we're going to start with the cottontail rabbit in our park, the Audubon cottontail rabbit. And as you can see here, he makes little scats. Okay, let me pick this up for you so you can see it. It's like in a little pile, and they're small little pellets is what we would call them. The cottontail is an herbivore. He's one of our herbivores that we have here, meaning that he just eats plant material. A lot of times it's just the fresh new leaves of plants, but just eats all day and drops his scat all day. What we've done to represent the cottontail is just take the model clay, which we did here, and we made some just round little pellets and kind of formed them a little bit. We took a paper clip and strung them onto the paper clip while they're still moist, and then just hung it up like this if you wanted to do something like that. You can also take any type of material, like if you had a little scrunched up leaf matter or hay to represent that the cottontail is a herbivore. You can take a marker, which I found to work really well, and color it different textures. You can see where the darker colors may be a fresher scat, or the lighter colors might be an older scat, and color that. So then we have our herbivore, the cottontail. The next one I want to talk to you guys about is our omnivore. So the omnivore at this park, if you can try to think of what that might be, he's not only going to eat berries and seeds when they're available, but he's also a meat eater. So we have the coyote. And here you can see the coyote scat, which you'll find a lot. The coyote likes to drop his scat anywhere where you can see it. So when you're walking on our trails, if there's scat right in the middle of the trail, it's probably the coyote leaving his mark to let other coyotes know where he's there. And you can tell that it gives like a rope consistency here, a twist and turns. That's primarily from the fur matter that he's digested from when he's eaten something like, unfortunately, a cottontail rabbit. He also likes to eat, because he's a scavenger as well, anything he can find, and sometimes it has seeds in it. So here, if you see scat on the ground and it has seeds or what looks like berries, it too can be our omnivore, the coyote. And then in making his scat, what we've done here is taken the magic marker, we've kind of twisted and turned it, because generally at the end of a coyote there's a little pinch to it. You'll see some fur. You can take your markers, or if you found some material in your house like seeds or maybe some spices, berries, You can color it and make those show on there. And then we've just hung it here by a paper clip. Last but not least is our carnivore. So our carnivore here in the park, which strictly eats meat. So a carnivore is not going to be interested in the berries or the plants. He is just after the meat, and that is our bobcat. So our bobcat, you can notice his poop, or excuse me, scat, looks like almost like a Tootsie Roll is what people will say. It's tubular, can be 3 to 4 inches. It's got segments in it, so you can see, if you can see that there's some segments. Generally, when you find bobcat scat, you might find his scratchings nearby. You're going to see a lot of evidence of fur. Fur is going to be a very prominent feature in the scat, as well as maybe even some bones. We like to see all of these scats in our park because as a park management, it shows us that these animals are here, alive, healthy, and abundant. Here is our bobcat scat. And what we've done here is we've shown you the segments, that it looks almost like a Tootsie Roll, that it's long, and you can color it and add anything in there to make it look like scat. Well, I hope you all enjoyed making scat today, and I also hope that next time you're here at the park or anywhere out in nature, you'll take a little look down at the ground and maybe you'll be able to identify an omnivore, a carnivore, or a herbivore. We'll see you later, Junior Rangers. Bye!